Let's ask Dwayne on Fire some questions. Dwayne, I've been playing a lot with you recently, and I have to give you a big thank you for reaching a hand out and pulling me into some incredible in-game content. I know my viewers have a lot of fun with it. I know I have a lot of fun with it. And ultimately, I play the game because I love it. I love it. I don't get into a lot of the scientific method. Although I watch the scientific method videos to be knowledgeable, there are times I just want to go in and litter the battleground with bullets. And we have the luxury now of doing that because we know that most of the kinetic weapons endless ammo. So why not litter the battleground with bullets? Dwayne on Fire, what is your best moment inside of Destiny?
It's always a pleasure to play with you, man. We'll definitely be getting you the Godslayer type. Personally, I think I don't really have a specific thing that's my favorite. At this point, I just play the game because it's fun to play with friends, and those are the best moments for me. Is goofing around late at night, doing GMs with friends and things like that. Obviously, I love doing day one raids just for the experience, but nothing very particular for me.
And what position do you hold in your raid team? Are you one of the leaders that they turn to? Do you solve the puzzles? What position do you think that you hold within that team?
I'd say I'm more of just the mechanic executor for our team. If there's a role that needs to be done, I can just do that. But a lot of our team is kind of just collective thinking and solving problems that way.
So you have the democratic group approach.
Yeah.
And what would be your worst moment that you've experienced? I mean, the viewers know that my worst experience was in an escalation protocol when in game chat someone messaged me and said, "You're going to need to leave." And Guardians, all they had to do was ask nice and say, would you mind leaving because we want to bring some of our teammates in? Because maps are limited on the number of people that you have. And it turned out being an absolute awful scenario for me. And I would have sat there and never let that map, I would have never left it until, the system kicked me out. But DwaynOnFire, do you have an experience that maybe is memorable for not being the best?
I've been playing since D1, the first DLC, House of Wolves. There's a lot of just Destiny moments that everyone experiences where the game bugs out and glitches like that. I think the only thing that really comes to mind is solo Spire of the Watcher. I was on the Harpy boss, and I remember the eyes bugged out and they didn't let me break them. I shot 2 of the eyes with like 6 succession shots and 3 Leviathan's breath shots, and then I got launched off the map, and that's the only thing that really sticks out in particular. But I also used to play a ton of Crucible. I used to be basically only Crucible up until Scourge of the Past is really when I started doing raids. So lots of Crucible moments.
What is your favorite raid, DwaynOnFire?
My favorite raid, I mean, if we're including D1, I'd have to say Wrath. I think that's basically everyone's answer. But in just D2, I do really like Scourge. I also liked Crown as well. Those are probably 2 of my favorites.
And if you had to choose one thing that you would change inside of Destiny right now, what would it be?
Right now, if I could just pick one thing, I think deleting the airborne effectiveness system from the game would be amazing. That's really was the nail in the coffin for me for not really caring about playing Crucible anymore, unfortunately.
And so you've left Crucible behind. Do you play on like any certain day? Do you play Trials of Osiris, or have you just totally
don't play
left
Trials
it?
anymore? Unless there's some kind of like I have a good cataphract because I played Trials, but unless there's good loot, I don't really play much anymore, unfortunately.
Dwayne, if you ran into someone on the street and they told you they were considering coming into Destiny 2, what would be your advice?
Um, I think my advice, which kind of is just my life advice in general, is just never try to stop learning. You know, learning is always like the key to getting better at anything, and getting out of your comfort zone and trying to, you know, do things that you don't really know what you're doing is always the best way to get better.
I agree with you totally. Try, do it again and again, and you will get good, Guardians. You will get good. What's your biggest surprise inside of Destiny? What most surprised you on your journey?
Um, I think just the amount of friends that I've made from playing Destiny is really incredible for me. You know, I truly cherish the friendships that I've made, and they're some of my closest friends. So, yeah, I'd just say that.
And will you, on your raid team, are you guys serious about claiming world's first title?
My teammates definitely do really care about placements. Myself, I've never really been someone that's, you know, competitive, which is ironic considering I basically only played Crucible before. But personally, I don't really care. I just do the best that I can, and I just kind of enjoy the experience. So I play. But my teammates definitely want to get a good placement.
DwaynOnFire, what is your favorite character? Warlock, Hunter, Titan?
It's definitely Titan right now. I stick to Titan. You know, gotta represent Titan gang. But
I'm with you. I was born a Titan,
Hunter,
raised a Titan, remain a Titan.
Yeah, D1 I played Hunter, but I don't know. I like playing Titan.
And what keeps you on your Titan?
I'm not really sure. I just kind of click with the class, I guess. 1-2 punch is always fun, even though it's you know, broken. But
we're powerful, aren't we, Dwayne? We're powerful.
Yeah.
What is your dream job if it was offered to you today? What would it be?
Dream job. I don't really know. That's not something you know, I've ever really thought about, to be honest. I don't know. I don't really have these massive life goals that most people do. I just kind of, you know, whatever pays the bills. You know, that's usually what I end up doing. You know, and that's fine with me.
And Dwayne, are you in your 20s?
I am 25. I will be 26 in August. You know.
Happy birthday coming up in August, 26. It's a good one.
Thank you,
All your 20s are good, Dwayne. Every single one of them. All your 30s are good, too. 40s are good. It's when the numbers start really getting big and you have to scroll that wheel on online questionnaires that you start thinking, ugh. You know, it didn't have to used to do this like that. You know, yeah, you're good. You're good for a long time. Your favorite movie?
My favorite movie? That's tough. I have to admit that my long-term memory, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's, you know, I have ADHD, that may be part of it, but my memory is terrible. You can ask Crimson, you can ask Jeruz. I never remember anything. You know, so I'm always watching lots of movies and shows and games to, you know, keep my attention, but then I don't really remember them. I have to say the Harry Potter series is always a favorite. I always watch Harry Potter all the time. The Lord of the Rings movies I love. The original Star Wars trilogy is amazing. So
Star Wars, loved it, still love it. Saw it in the theater originally. I absolutely loved it. And your dream vacation, Dwayne, where would it be?
My dream vacation. I would have to join the group and say Italy. Italy's, you know, it's a fan favorite, right?
Everybody seems about Germany to be choosing as well. Italy.
Yeah, Italy's, you know, it's got some kind of pull to it. You know, the food and the people and the ambiance. You know.
We'll all fly over and meet with Mango and then head to Italy as a group. We'll get that group discount. Italy, beautiful and known for fantastic craftsmanship. What would you like to tell the people that follow you, know about you, and play with you? What's one thing that they might not know that you would like for them to know?
Something they'd like to know. I'm not really sure, but you know, I don't really do the the
I'm
streaming
going to be
thing,
playing with
everybody
you
else,
more,
but
Dwayne on Fire, and I'm going to come back. We're going to get to know you better as we continue to play forward, because you heard Dwayne on Fire say, Ransom, that's me. You're going to have the Godslayer title, and Dwayne on
definitely.
Fire has been really integral in helping me thus far claim all the triumphs for that title. Dwayne on Fire, will you be a Godslayer at the end of this season?
Oh yeah, it's actually I never really go for titles unless they're cool. Personally, I think the only really cool ones are now Godslayer and Ghoul and Shadow. Those are the only ones I've ever really tried to get. But I definitely will be getting Godslayer.
You need Godslayer, Dwayne. You deserve Godslayer. You will be a Godslayer.